The 7 wonders of the natural world may have been named too quickly. Wonders like the Grand Canyon and Victoria Falls are certainly big, and anyone who sees them will surely be impressed. But sheer size isn't enough to truly leave a person in awe. There are other places in the world, though, that are far stranger. Places that seem almost alien, as if they could only exist on a planet that evolved separately from our own. 10. Shanai Timpishka, the Boiling River. Deep in the Amazon lies a river 4 miles long and unlike any other on Earth. The Shanai Timpishka is so hot that any animal that steps into it gets boiled alive. The river gets as hot as 96 degrees Fahrenheit, and scientists aren't completely sure why. Normally, water that gets this hot is fed by a volcano, but this one is 700 kilometers removed from the nearest one. 9. Movile Cave. In southeastern Romania, there's a cave that was locked away from the slightest ray of light for 5.5 million years, and that has a completely different atmosphere from the Earth. The cave was discovered by workers looking to set up a power plant. If you descend through the narrow shaft and past a series of tunnels, you enter a chamber with a lake of sulfuric water stinking of rotting eggs. Researchers have found 33 species inside the cave that don't exist anywhere outside of it. They've adapted to survive in a sulfuric atmosphere, living by feeding off the foam on top of the stones. 8. The Petrifying Well, where water turns things to stone. It's a place where water trickles down a cliffside that looks like a skeleton's grinning face, and where anything you place under the water will turn to stone. The process usually takes 3 to 5 months, but you can leave anything you own under the trickling water and, when you return, it will be stone. People have left everything from teddy bears to bicycles there, and everyone has been transformed into a statue. Lake Karachay, the most radioactive lake on Earth. Lake Karachay is so radioactive that you would only have to stand near it for an hour for it to kill you. The lake was used by the Soviet Union to dump nuclear waste. They poured obscene amounts into it, and it caused major problems. The area is still so toxic, though, that it makes Chernobyl look like a family-friendly tourist destination. 6. Grüner See, the park that goes underwater every spring. In Austria, there's a park with beautiful hiking trails and benches you can jog through an autumn morning. If you visit in the spring, though, it's a little different. In fact, you'll need scuba gear. The park is near the Hautschwab Mountains, which get completely covered up with snow in the winter. There's so much snow on the mountains that, when it melts, the park's lake doubles in size and drowns the park. Then, partway through the summer, the water starts to recede and the park emerges from underneath. 5. The Doubletree of Casorzo. In the countryside of Piemonte, Italy, there's an unusual sight. There's a cherry tree that looks, in most respects, just like any other healthy cherry tree, except that it happens to grow directly on top of a mulberry tree. The Doubletree of Casorzo consists of 2 fully formed healthy trees. Nobody quite knows how it happened. The locals believe that a bird may have dropped a cherry seed on top of the mulberry tree. 4. The Beacon of Maracaibo, the never-ending lightning storm. In western Venezuela, over the Catatumbo River, there is a storm that never ceases. Starting at 7 p.m. every night, lightning crashes over the water for 10 hours. Nobody knows for sure, though, why it happens. Everything about it is mysterious, including one moment in 2010 when it inexplicably stopped. One day, the storm just died down without explanation and seemed, for a while, to be over. Then, after 6 weeks of silence, it sparked up again and has been raging ever since. 3. The Blue Pond of Hokkaido, the Kool-Aid-colored lake. On the Japanese island of Hokkaido, there is a lake that's unlike any other in the world. The water is a unique electric shade of blue that shimmers and changes its shade when you look at it from different angles. As the seasons change, the water changes color. The lake was actually man-made. The locals set up a dam in the area and set up a reservoir where the water blocked by the dam could collect. To their surprise, though, the water it collected changed color. 2. The Ringing Rocks of Pennsylvania. At the top of a hill in Pennsylvania, there's a field full of strange rocks, and nobody knows why they're there. There is no higher cliffside nearby, so they couldn't have fallen through a landslide, and the natives that knew about it before European settlers arrived believed it to be a natural phenomenon. Their being there is hardly the strangest part, though. Instead, that honor goes to the sound they make. One, Kawah Ijen, the volcano with blue lava. In Indonesia, there's a sulfur mine built into a volcano, and when the workers enter it at night, they turn off their lights. They don't need them because their way is lit by the strange, glowing blue liquid trickling down the side like lava. Kawah Ijen is often described as a volcano with blue lava, although scientists now know the blue trickle isn't really lava, it's sulfur. All the sulfur in the air makes it toxic, and researchers and photographers who visit have to wear gas masks to stay safe. The workers in the mine, though, do not, and suffer through the unbreathable air while they work in the light of a pale blue glow that's slowly killing them, and is unlike any in the world. Which one of these phenomenal places do you find most intriguing? Don't forget to tell us in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching. Take a look at our other videos and subscribe to Mind Expand for more. See you next time.